Hey everybody, it's Garrett and Katie. This is the Thoughts on Thursday, but we're not doing a versus today. Changing it up on you a little bit, and thinking I'm going to call this video Cob-vocacy, because I have decided that I'm a Cob-vocate, meaning I am an advocate for cobs, which I'm sure Katie believes is just a subtle ploy to hide a small addiction. Cobs are great. They smoke fantastic. There are ways to modify them to address certain complaints, many of which I do. They have improved the smoking quality of a lot of my cobs. Even Katie can attest to that. I've done that to one of hers so far, and some of the drawbacks of smoking a cob have improved. You don't get that burning stem. You don't lose the tobacco at the bottom. All those methods can be found at Kane Rod Piper's cob modification videos. If you follow those, and that'll help you with some of the complaints about the cob. And then if you watch my most recent stem bending video, and the one where I show you how I filter a cob, or how I filter the forever stems, combine all that together and you get this great smoking experience that, you know, if I drop this cob right now, if I were walking or running down the street for some reason and were to break this, the stem would likely be okay, and I could go spend another $10 and have another pipe that smokes exactly the same. I cannot say the same for my briars. Most of them, everything's fit to the shank, and it's all perfectly fit. And yeah, the same does not apply. Like pipe you're smoking.
I was going to say, what perfect segue into how perfectly flush and fit this one is.
So that's one from Mark at TPI Customs. This is a Bing he just finished doing. Put that little, what's that called? What's that material called?
Turquoise?
Turquoise. Inlay in the stem there. But yeah, it's a nice little slender Bing. And he also made these cool little cigar tampers.
I like those.
They have the bands on them, and then at the end there, it's kind of looks like ash. Let's see if I can. There you go. Maybe not. It's just gonna focus on Katie's face.
I didn't think about that.
Quit dodging it.
I was trying to get out of the way, and then realized I should go get behind it.
Dang it!
I didn't think about it. Spicy brain.
Okay.
Forgot. Technology's smart now.
What are you smoking?
I am trying this cleverly named Sutliff 516 RVL1.
Yeah, I think I know why it's called RVL1. It's rum, Virginia, and Latakia, version number 1.
Apparently the only version.
Just a guess. I don't know for sure, but those are what you taste in that order. Your first couple lights, you taste, it's like rum aromatic.
So light.
And then it fades into this Virginia taste for me. I've had 2 bowls of it. And then about halfway through, and then through the rest of the bowl, it's just a Virginia Latakia blend.
I'm digging it. I think I'll like it. I'm liking it so far. It's a keeper.
And I gave myself some tongue bite earlier. So I'm having Cornell & Deal's Purple Cow, because it will never bite me. It is a cigar blend.
Not for me.
Classic blend from Bob Ranowski. Contains Burley's Bright Virginia Ribbon, Latakia, Maduro cigar leaf, blended for the Chicago Pipe Show years ago. I don't really taste the Latakia. I think it just serves to mellow some things out.
Taste a lot of Kia in this one.
Yeah, I thought you might.
All my proper English is gone. Big sad.
Yeah, and the retailers I normally get it from, or I normally would get it from online, are all sold out. So.
Manor up north has it. I do believe that's where I got it from, right?
We'll have to go up there and see.
Road trip.
One of these days.
Lounge hangout day. Stock up.
I just really wanted to talk about the benefits of cobs. Why do you like cobs? You smoke a cob every day.
One big thing I notice with those is it warms my hands more. I usually relight my pipe multiple times, and I don't like to get it going really hot. I don't like it to be super hot. Like, yours are always burn my fingers when you hand them to me to try. Here, try this! Burn your fingers and try this. But keeps my hands warm.
I keep a pipe lit almost the whole way through the bowl. It's a point of pride and a point of contention. But with the cobs, you're not likely to burn one out.
They're really easy to clean. It's really easy to tell when you've gotten to the bottom. Usually I give up before the bottom because of the ashy bits. Or clean it out and give it a little tamp and keep going, but you can taste when you're getting close to the bottom before it gets bad. I like that.
A lot of mine are special cobs, right? They're special versions, but I can smoke the regular cob just as well and be just as pleased. If you don't like a corn cob taste, but you like all the other benefits of the cob, I'd recommend the hardwoods, which I'll show you guys later. I'll show you some of my hardwoods. I think it's all my hardwoods. I don't have that many, but I do.
What part of that's made out of cob? Not gonna let it go.
Well, you don't have to let it go, but there are people who don't like the taste of that the corn cob adds to it. I don't detect it, but they talk about tasting that. I mean, my taste buds are messed up, but.
Right, but it's made out of hardwood. It's not made out of cob.
Okay.
They're different.
But some of the same benefits apply.
I suppose.
If you can, I'd recommend you get a higher quality cob if you don't have a cob and you'd like to try one. If you get the cheaper ones, they don't have the hardwood plug in the bottom. And you will, if you don't follow any of the other modification steps, you will burn through that bottom of the cob, and it won't last you very long. But you'll also see in my collection the Eric Mills cobs. Now those are a substantially graduated step up in quality. I'm not saying anything negative about the Missouri Meerschaum cobs, despite what I have said in the previous video. I acknowledge that. But the level of attention to detail that he puts in and the quality of the work that he turns out is just fantastic. It's the difference between I don't know, a highway tire and an all-terrain tire in the snow, something like that. Like there's a difference in
That's
quality.
That's artisan quality.
It's not just the artisan quality. Like he improves the entire product.
Indeed.
It's not just the artistic nature of it. It is a graduated improvement. But for your dollar spent, if you haven't tried a cob, get one of the Missouri Meerschaums that typically get one. I would say get one that comes with the acrylic stems. People typically complain about the plastic ones. You'll notice I don't have many that have plastic stems anymore. They all have either a Missouri Meerschaum acrylic stem, or they have a Vermont freehand acrylic stem.
One difference I think between them is the first couple of bowls you put through, like the Missouri Meerschaum cobs or other cobs, kind of have a little bit of a taste. You got to get a couple of bowls through them.
Yeah.
Don't experience that with Eric's. Right off the bat, they just smoke great.
Yeah, that's true.
None of that.
And he tends to do either like whiskey barrel staves or briarwood plugs in the bottom, whereas most of the Missouri Meerschaum ones, I think they're just hardwood plugs for cost effectiveness, but they still extend the life of the cob tremendously. Will it last as long as a briar pipe? No. No, it won't. It won't build cake as fast as a briar pipe, which is a good thing. You don't need that in a cob. You don't need cake. There's I don't know. There's a lot of qualities to a cob that I appreciate. Not everybody does. Some people have no problem with the plastic stem because they don't clinch or whatever. I do.
The mouthfeel and the draw, I notice the difference on, but I'm not much of a clencher, so that doesn't bother me.
I don't clinch and talk the whole time, but like especially when I'm driving with a pipe, which is one of both of our favorite ways to have a pipe.
Oh yeah.
Sitting in traffic around here.
Oh, it makes the traffic so much more bearable. So much more bearable. Oh, you're gonna cut me off? Go ahead. I tamp this anyway. Just go ahead.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. But that's when I really clench, is when I'm driving. And because you're paying attention to everything you're doing, you need to be able to hold it in your mouth without having to worry about. Sorry, we got a new air filter.
I was just thinking, why did it kick on?
Yeah,
it's doing its job.
It has an automatic mode. I don't know. You guys probably can't hear it because in the stem bending video, you couldn't hear the heat gun.
True.
Which is way louder than this filter. But this thing's cool. It's one of the ones from Best Buy, and it has an automatic setting, and it monitors the air quality. And so as we've started puffing, it's slowly been increasing speed back there. Yeah, look, it went from green to red.
Too many particulates. It does it when I'm cooking too, so I'm not too concerned about it. As it picks up even more.
He just lit up.
Yeah. It's fixing to say a curse word.
Don't do that.
Yeah, lady? Yeah? You gonna talk some smack? Here. You kick up some more.
No, I think I do taste a little bit of Latakia in this Purple Cow. Just a little bit. It's as close to a Latakia cigar as Katie will ever get.
Sorry, is mine?
No, I was just choking earlier. Now my throat's all choked on smoke. Starting with my Eric Mills cobs. EMC custom cobs. Coming down to my two Colonial gents. I've got my reverse calabash. Got my anniversary, 155th anniversary Bulldog there. This is from the 60s. I have not smoked. It was a gift. This is one of the anniversary cobs as well. This one's marked. Got my Mockingbird. Mockingbird. So these are the two cobs you always see us using in the videos doing tastings. That was my cigar blend cob. And this one was just a cheap, I think it's a Legend. I'll come down to Country Gentleman. and it's a Ferryman, I think that was what that one's called. And I've got this commemorative cob from the Garden of the Gods. It is actually a Missouri Meerschaum, still has a sticker. That was a gift from the same gentleman. Come down to these guys here. This is my Let Freedom ring. It's red cob, and I've got a white and blue stem. I've got the Rory. I've got my Generals. This is my daily driver General, and this is its backup in case I ever manage to break it. Got my Halloween cob. Got this one's from the 70s, from the same gentleman who gave me the other ones, but this one I smoke quite a bit. Got my Christmas cobs here, 2023 and 2022. Got my Bing cob. And I've got these guys here, my little cob wardens. I've got the Wizard. And then, of course, my cob radiator bowl, which is not from Missouri Meerschaum. And then all the way back up top, because Katie wants to argue with me and I disagree. Since these came from Missouri Meerschaum, I consider them pretty much cobs. These are my hardwoods. You'll notice almost none of these pipes have a plastic stem anymore.
Here's my cobs. A couple from Eric Mills. A Cobbett. Cobbett?
Shire cobbet.
Shire Cobbett. I like to call them Hobbit Cobbets. And the dwarf one. The Missouri Meerschaum 155th. Don't remember the name of this one. Is it Cornell and Deal something? Some special one for them?
Kingston Judge.
Kingston Judge. Oh, I guess that's why. These two are the only ones I have not smoked yet. Another 155th one, and what's this one?
Elf cobbet.
Very pretty stem. Very recent acquisition, so I haven't had a chance yet. But other than those two, there's my 10. Very respectable cob collection.
Yeah, you don't have a problem at all.
There's the rest of the table.
What are your guys' favorite cobs? I know, Parsimonious Piper, you have quite the collection from your 7-day grab bags of cobs. I like to pick and choose. I think if I were to get another to add to this collection, I don't know. Probably another, if they do another special edition Country Gentleman, I'd do that. Or the my special edition one that I have over there, that's the Cornell and Deal, but essentially it's the Emerald. The way that they did where the shank comes into the bottom of the bowl, the plug is actually cut out to meet it, so that you don't have such a loss of tobacco in the bowl, at least on mine. I've heard some other people say that theirs weren't made in such a way, but I like that. I like that quite a bit. It shows a bit of care and attention to detail that you don't normally see in the cobs. I really wish that my Halloween cob wasn't such an abysmal failure as a product, because I like the size of it. I like everything about it except for the fact that the finish cracked off.
I wouldn't call that abysmal. It doesn't change how it smokes, just how it feels and
They had
bits that come off.
Very large amount of complaints from what I saw on the internet. There's a large amount of failures.
Slap some resin on it.
Yeah, I guess I could do a video. I think I talked about doing a video where I show you guys how I did the colored epoxy and did all that. But maybe I'll make a Christmas cob. But they released those already. I wish that they'd come back out with the same shape that they did for the 2022 Christmas cob I have over there. I wish they came out with one with a shorter stem that wasn't, a demi warden. Because I think that it's like a volcano shape. It's the Mark Twain bowl but flipped upside down, and I think it's really cool. I'm also a giant fan of sitters, and that would make it quite a sitter. But want to get on any personal stuff outside of the cobs? We got a Christmas tree. You can see that over there.
Little bits.
And then
we cut that down from the forest. Got a permit.
We went to a Christmas concert.
Yes.
What else we do?
I did crafts with the kids. Finally made cranberry popcorn garland for the birds. I'm excited. We're going to go hang that out. Here after that dries up a bit, make sure it stays on the thread. I'm excited about this. My kids are actually on board. It's been multiple nights now of doing this together, and they're not begging to stop yet. Picked up, I've never read Dickens before, so we got the Christmas Carol and other Christmas writings, and we are all reading together, taking turns reading Christmas Carol for the first time all together. That's been pretty cool. I am pleased.
Sorry, this filter's kind of a trip. It just turned itself down.
I stopped.
I think it's so cool that it does that, because the one we have in our room, it doesn't do that. It goes on one speed. Whatever speed you select, that's where it stays. It goes and goes and goes. If the filter's clogged, it still goes. This one's a little more polite. But the one in our room is really nice for white noise. You're going to sleep.
Yes. We're going to do baking. Always do at least one day on the weekend. Coming up on Christmas, usually make some form of Christmas crack with the crackers and melted chocolate and
butterscotch.
Yes, butterscotch chips and chocolate chips, and I think last year we did like cream cheese chips and stuff too.
Yep.
Lots of variations.
And those sea salt snowflakes.
Yes. Oh, I need to get some more of those. The Modena, I think it's called. It's I think the city where they get it from in Italy. Now I'm gonna have to look because I don't remember. But yeah, they're really pretty, like full salt crystal flakes. So you can see like the crystal structure of all the salt on there. Tastes delicious. Put it on fresh baked bread right before you bake it, or the Christmas crack. It's fantastic.
We have the 13 days of Christmas we wanted to do for Christmas blends, but apparently I missed the boat on a number of Christmas blends. If you guys have any and you want to send them our way or whatever, be appreciated. I got to get a final count on how many blends we have. If we have enough to come close.
Getting into December.
I know we are in December.
That's what I mean. Like it's.
I know a few people locally who have a couple different years of McClellan's Christmas cheer that they'd be willing to share. So we'll definitely be able to fill some of the gap there. Got to try and get some local YouTubers to join in. Maybe see if Blake will join. No, Nick probably will. Maybe we can get the Man Relaxes to join with us. That'd be cool. We'll have to see. We'll have to stop being so antisocial. I've been slacking on comments, which I owe everyone an apology for. I have not responded to many comments. But as Katie can attest, I have been busier than ever lately. So I don't have a whole lot of free mental time where I'm not trying to just relax and de-stress. I don't do very much that requires any brain power when I get home and try to relax. And even then I end up working again.
Yes.
So,
lots of asks lately. Multiple locations.
Yes. Had to take that emergency trip to Arizona. That was cool though. Came back with some McClellan for Katie, and I got that vanilla flake, the Sutliff vanilla flake, which I did some digging, and it was very, very buried. But I found out how old it must be, at least how old it must be. So they stopped producing it around the time that Mac Baren bought Sutliff, apparently, because it was a competitor for Mac Baren's Vanilla Flake, which is a favorite of mine, and I could totally see why I wouldn't make it, because the flavors are very, very close. It's just a different kind of flake. So either way, it's great. It's a great product, and I got to try something that I wasn't pipe smoking when it came out. Same with the McClellan 95, that 9 to 5. That was something, we weren't smoking pipes when that stopped being made. So yeah.
It's been a while since I've had anything with vanilla. For a minute there, that was the smoke of choice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we have much more to cover.
I don't think so.
Well, I hope everybody has a great Thursday. I hope that your Black Friday shopping all panned out for you if you participated in any of those shenanigans. I did, but purely because I was taking advantage of tobacco sales and stocking up the cellar. My goal is at some point to have like a 20 to 30 year cellar. Not that any of the tobacco will last that long, but I'd like to look down and do the math and think that I have, if I were to continue to smoke every day and not buy anything more, I'd have 20 to 30 years worth of choice.
Is it your version of doomsday prepping? I feel like that's we're not stocking the freezer full of cow, like sides of beef, or splitting cows with anybody, or stocking canned supplies, or working on water filtration. Just
no, those cigarette smokers who start getting the itch, they'll have to get rolling paper somewhere else, but I'll sell them tobacco. I'll take a brisket.
It won't come
for a pound of this.
It won't, as much as you would relish going back to that. I don't think it's coming.
No, and I had to think about this when I was buying stuff. Like, I guess that goodbye wasn't the end. Sorry, once again, we're bad at this.
Oh, you started to stop?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
But here we go again.
Whoops. I don't help.
I don't think about it like fear of missing out. I don't think about it like when the world ends. I think about it like I hate regret
And paying taxes.
and paying taxes. Well, unnecessary taxes.
Yes.
I pay my necessary taxes.
Yes. Excessive.
But
really dislike excessive taxes.
So with the Sutliff stuff, there's stuff that I know I like, and I want to have it, and I want to not go, man, I wish I had more. Like I had the opportunity to have more, and I decided I wanted popcorn or whatever your choice was going to be, like whatever that justification is. I hate that feeling. So I've done my best to take the funds that we have and do the most with them that I can and have zero regrets. It's really not doomsday prepping. It's just I am avoiding that feeling for me.
That's just what came up with your comment about the 20-year cellar, not the predicament of potential upcoming scarcity.
More about the math.
Leave it there.
More about the math of it. Like,
yes.
Okay, I use this many grams of tobacco per bowl. I smoke this many bowls per day. Like if you do the math, which I haven't, I'm not going to, because that'll be sad. I don't want to see those numbers. But like, so you smoke this many bowls per day. You smoke this many ounces per week or per month. That leads to this much per year. Like, how much would I need to just have a supply longer than it's currently available? I think I'm covered for a lot of it so far.
Yay.
Yeah. I hope everybody else got something that they wanted. The whole shutdown thing is already started to happen. If you saw the news from Missouri Meerschaum, their blends that are produced by Sutliff are gonna start coming to an end.
Malta.
Who else was it? Besides the smaller blenders, Sutliff actually discontinued a blend already. I only found that out because I tried to order it, and it was in stock when I ordered it. And then I found out it's been discontinued, and they're not going to stock it, and it's just no longer an option. That is the Mocha Flakes, the Mocha Strips. Those weren't like a top 10 for me, but I could totally see craving it because it was a subtle aromatic, subtle like chocolate aromatic, kind of like I like the subtle vanillas, and it seemed like a really good route for me to go as an investment.
But
no, I got called up and I got told that it's been officially discontinued. It will not be stocked anywhere. They're not shipping it out to anyone. It's just done. So if you have Mocha Strips, enjoy those because you're not getting any more. Not even, it's before the shutdown and there's already a blend that's been cut. I don't think that's an industry secret. I don't think I'm spilling any secrets.
No, just like an experience as a consumer.
Yeah. I hope if you guys wanted Kringle Flake, I hope you got some of that.
That sold out quick.
Wow, that was a nightmare. I had an alert for the time it was supposed to come out so that I could get some. And all of a sudden, I'm getting messages from Bruce and AKJ Piperman and a number of others that, hey, it's Bill Keach. You know, it's on sale at Smoking Pipes. I don't buy from Smoking Pipes because they charge the full excise tax for Colorado, which is a lot. I typically go from Tobacco Pipes, Cup of Joe's if I have to. They ship so much slower for some reason, even though they're from the same warehouse. And then Four Noggins, and none of them had it. Went to Watch City, sold out. So I hope you got some, because within 20 minutes of the official email that went out that it was being released and all these messages, it was gone. It's gone everywhere. So I hope you got some. I hope you enjoy it. I know my local brick and mortar will have some, but I'm sure I'm going to have to pay almost $30 a tin for it, so that will suck. But I do want to have some, and I do want to help keep the doors open, so I don't totally regret that. But yeah, no. I think that's everything. I wanted to maybe not. I don't know. This one's probably a super long thoughts on Thursday. By the time we have cut in, it should have been minutes ago. The little tour of all of our cobs and whatnot. It's not in depth, but you'll also see some of the stems I recently bent. Like this one's just ever so slightly bent so that it comes even with the bowl here. So that when you hold it, it's right there and you can see it. Like when you're driving and have to relight your pipe, it's very easy to do that one-handed if you can see the top of your bowl.
I'm enjoying the hell out of this pipe. I was worried about the walls being a little thinner, but it is not getting too hot and smoking really well.
It was actually made by...
I couldn't quite make that out.
Curtis Draper.
I'm glad I didn't try to read that. I thought it said paper. I was like, I know I'm not reading that right.
Curtis Paper. But yeah, no, officially, thanks for joining us, guys. And we'll see you for either the first 13 days of Christmas or next thoughts on Thursday. Maybe we don't have enough to do 13 days of Christmas and we just, I don't know, we just do a couple Christmas blends. We'll see.
Do what we can. Have fun with it.
Talk to you later.